Hi guys, Happy Splasher back here. We're going to be doing a couple things. We're going to go for pit boss number 6, and if we have time, try to get this new Divine Arena beaten. So before we go into it, I just want to make some preparations. So the first thing I always do, make sure that I have the right Warlord. If I don't have the right Warlord, then I'm going to have a bad time. So again, for now, we're going to be sticking with this warlord, with the pirate, and we're going to be sticking with this pet, and we're going to take it from there. All right. Also, and I forgot to touch upon this. So if you go to your guild and then check your bonuses, make sure that your bonuses are on. So I actually activated all of the attack bonuses available to me. So we have one here that gives plus attack to range. We have another here, plus attack to melee. I have another one here, plus attack to chaos. One here, plus attack to nature. And finally, over here, plus attack to order. So all of the attack boosts are here. There are other things too, such as helping out your warlord or helping out your buildings. We don't really need that right now. And it also costs a lot of guild coins. So we're just going to stick with the simple ones. All right, going here to the boss. So let's check out the boss. The boss here, this is number 6. So whenever their unit is triggers spikes, we take poison for 16 on one of our units. On the second turn, gives their units an ability. So whenever they're attacked, the unit that attacked it gets poisoned. And then every 5th turn, they take damage to all poisoned units for us. So it sounds like there's going to be a lot of poison damage happening to our units. And so we are going to, we're going to be losing a lot of units. Probably we'll need some sort of cleanse in terms of removing the poison. But other than that, we'll see what we can do. So let's go. Okay. First, we're going to summon our pentagrams. And, oops, checking out some other stuff here. Ooh, there's some background noise. Okay. Well, we'll summon the pentagrams, then check out what these other pentagrams are. So give spikes, give poison, then check out the buildings, spikes, poison, spikes, gives health to our units, and give health to our units. Okay, we have a couple of choices here. I like this unit in particular for a couple of reasons. One is that it has the best stats of here. The other is because of its abilities. So whenever gives to all units on the field for the enemies, whenever they die, they take damage and it deals damage to other units around it. Whenever this unit is attacked, it heals units that are around them. And then at the start of the turn, it deals damage to all of their units. I'm just taking a couple of looks. Probably don't need it right now just because their board is so bare. We might need it for later on, but we shall see. Okay, so it looks like we don't want to trigger their spikes and we don't want to attack. So I'm actually going to do something a little different here. I'm going to summon this melee unit behind here, so that way their ability is still in play and also that they're going to be protected by the building. And we're probably going to load up in another melee unit in front of it so that we can continue to deal the damage later on. Okay, they have summoned this unit, which deals poison damage deals damage to us whenever poison goes off. Whenever spikes occurs for them, all of their units get health, and then at the end of the turn, they deal poison to 2 random enemies, and it also has spikes. Okay. And we can do it here. Okay, I'm going to summon this unit here. So what it does, aside from the good stats, whenever an ally of ours is attacked, it will summon a 1/1 Rotter, which is a melee unit. It's just there for blocking. But we're also going to summon it because it's going to create more targets for this unit over here to deal poison and draw it away from our other units. And we're going to put it here in the back just so it's protected. So as you can see, the ability went off and it cleared out most of their units. Seeing if there's anything else here. Okay. So as I usually mention, the first thing to do is make sure that you can control the board. So we are going to be able to wipe out all of their units. And we're going to see if there's anything else that we need to be aware of. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to take it a little slower here. We don't necessarily need to use this, although we have good range units in the back to deal damage. But I don't think we can make this a long game just because of how much poison damage we're going to be taking for our units. So this one already has 76, which means it's going to die in 2 turns. And yep. And depending upon where these units are summoned, we may need to summon this range unit, or we can go with any one of these melee units. Okay, so that's good for us. We're going to summon this behind here, and then deal some more damage. Okay. We are going to summon this unit here, just for the stats. The other abilities about getting spikes and the enemy death is not really relevant right now. We're just trying to create a board. So, yep. Hitting the trigger here. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I don't want to use the shuffle just yet. Our board's pretty good. This unit isn't poisoned. Neither is this, and neither is this. Come in here, clear the unit. Oof. So that ability came in. We took some damage for our units, but it is okay. Board's still pretty good right now. Okay. It is good here that they summoned the unit on our pentagram, so that will be dead in 2 turns. We're going to continue dealing damage here. We're going to summon... yeah, we're going to summon this ranged unit here in the back. Just to get rid of it. Be fine. I don't remember if they actually summoned it on this pentagram. This unit here is going to give us a little bit of an issue. So whenever a unit on their side dies, all other their units get healed. And whenever it takes damage, I take damage equal to the amount of attack that was dealt to it. And also when their warlord is healed, it gives all plus attack to all of their allies. This unit is going to die because of the pentagram. There's no pentagram here. Can't really see it right now. Again, we don't want to use our shuffle, so we're just going to keep summoning units here. Okay, so it is not on a damage pentagram, which means that we'll have to find some way to get through this here. Okay. Not bad. Don't want to attack this unit because we are getting close to dying in terms of damage. We want to stack the damage if we can. So we're going to give our male units an attack boost. And then we're going to summon this unit here. So what this unit does is when at the end of the turn it summons 4 of those 1/1 units we're talking about. Whenever those units die, this gets health, and then whenever those units die, deals damage to a random unit on their side. So hopefully we'll draw some good damage and probably look to ping this off, and probably block other damage that's going here. Checking how much damage we will be taking. A lot of our units will be poisoned, so at least 3 of them are poisoned. So we'll be taking roughly 80-ish to about 107 damage. Okay. In here, um, just gonna do a shuffle here. I don't want to use this unit yet, and I don't want to use this one either. What else is here? Oh, this is good. So this unit is good here because when it's summoned, it summons a puppet, and this puppet, whenever it dies, it removes all negative effects. So that would include poison for us here. If we can start slowing down some of the damage. Ooh, that's bad placement. We've been blocked from a lot of damage. But it happens sometimes. This is what happens when you get these units that summon random units. Seeing that we're starting to lag a bit. So, but that's probably because that there are a lot of other units that are on the board right now. Doing a little shuffle here, seeing if we can get anything that can either clear clear this out of the way or have some sort of block. This one's pretty good. So what it does pierce, which means it deals damage in the back of other units in the line, and then it also deals damage to ranged enemies. We're purely going to summon this just so that we can gain some health off of our greedy and maybe live for another turn or so. Ooh. That's not good. Yeah, we took double poison damage from both of these units. So it seems like those units are going to be the most damaging for this particular pit boss, but we did pretty good. Let's see if we can get one more attempt in here. I think I still like the pentagrams coming out to deal damage, so I'm going to stick with this Warlord. And then hopefully we won't end up blocking our damage. All right. Let's see here. It's kind of a toss-up right now between this unit and this unit. I would rather have an attacking unit on the board, but this one will probably be my backup. So this particular unit here, when it attacks, it summons another rabbit, which is a ranged unit. And whenever that rabbit dies, it silences the unit who killed it. At the end of the turn, gives plus health to other melee allies on my side for each rabbit that I have. I'm going to kill this building here because we saw that how much the spikes actually causes issues for us. And then we're also going to put it here because just in case we need to back up the unit. Also, it allows for the maximum amount of units to be spawned. Okay. As mentioned, we're going to be summoning this unit. So this unit gives plus attack to Chaos allies, and then at the end of the turn, it deals damage to enemies. They are on a pentagram right now, and so this unit is going to die. We're going to take a little bit of damage, but it's still early. And we'll probably use one of these two units to back us up. Coming here to block, also give a melee unit the ability to come in, deal some more damage. Good. So when this rabbit dies, as mentioned, it silences the unit that came in. And as we saw from the previous attempt, this was the most damaging of the units in terms of dealing poison damage to us and poison damage to our units. Our tree here is still good, so that it will deal extra damage. We're going to give this one turn so that we don't waste the summon potentially here or here. And let's see here. Yeah, we're going to summon this just so we can get rid of it. That's okay. I would put it here just so we can get a health boost later on. Okay. Feeling pretty good about this particular attempt. I'm going to look at this trigger again just to be sure. 75 to poisoned enemies. Okay. Okay. So just the one that's poisoned now. Okay, I'm going to summon this unit for a couple of reasons. So one, it has pretty good stats, pretty good attack. Another is that it has an ability, so whenever a hero appears that is not chaos and not a building, it gets frozen for a turn. So all of their units seems like they are nature, and so that's going to slow them down immensely. It's also going to combo with our other unit, the tree over there, that deals damage. And then it has a little extra bonus, so whenever vampirism is triggered, we're going to get plus health. Their pentagram is here, so it's going to deal 64 plus the damage here from the tree, so that unit is going to die. That unit is going to die from this. And we're going to be creating another rabbit, and we're going to be good. Yeah, sometimes I forget that I freeze my own units too. So it does work both ways. But again, in this particular instance, it's not so bad. Having more of these rabbits on the field is fine. I'm going to summon this building here. Let me just take a look at this. 3275. So I probably won't be able to save this. Let me actually go for a shuffle because I do want to deal more damage. Okay. Don't really like any of these units, but their stats are pretty good. So I think we're gonna leave those off for now. We're just gonna skip the turn and deal damage that way. Well, all of those took damage, which is no good, obviously. But again, still feeling pretty good. Okay. That's going to slow us down a little bit. We need a chaos unit that is ranged in order to start clearing this out. I think this unit's going to be pretty good to keep. So we're going to look for shuffle. Got nothing. And do we shuffle one more time? Okay, okay. Oh, but we have a chaos unit, so we can plug in a little bit more damage. We're going to put it here. Its stats are pretty weak, but again, we're going to do it so that we can still block some of our rows. Yeah. So this unit is going to die from that. Unit's going to die from here, and the rest are going to be okay. Unit will die next turn, so this will actually open us back up to use summons. And there we go. And if there's any other units we want to use up, yeah, the block here really isn't that important. I mean, it's okay, but again, I would rather have some more attacking units in our inventory. I'm gonna summon it, and we're good. Good. So took one more attempt than I thought it would, but still good. All right. Okay. So gonna be back in about 16 hours or so. One or two attempts. Okay. We're running short on time, so I'll have to put in the Divine Arena video for a later time. But yeah, well, I'll see you guys later.